What's up, you guys? Trevor here. I would listen to audiobooks, but they're too much money. I've heard this from a lot of people. So I'm going to show you how you can watch almost any... You can watch an audiobook. So I'm going to show you how you can listen to almost any audiobook absolutely free. But before we start, I'm going to have to ask you to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're here from my last video on how to get audiobooks for free, hi. Audiobooks are a great way to save time. You can listen to them in the car, at the gym, at work, and so on. But most of the time, they can get a little expensive, especially if you plan to listen to a lot, which can cause a problem for some people. Like the person watching this video. You can cram a huge amount of reading, listening, and if you're really into books, fun, without taking any time out of your day to just sit there and do nothing while sitting there reading that book that somebody told you to check out. If you ask me, picture books is where it's at. But for real though, I do have a few totally free books at the end of this video that I highly suggest you check out. This first one's a little bit involved and a little bit on the complicated side. So here's what you do. Pull up your favorite search engine and search the book that you want. But at the end of the search, make sure you put PDF or online read after. Then go ahead and scroll for ages, trying to find the one that you're looking for.
These aren't the
books
you're looking for.
These aren't the
Books.
we're looking for.
If it's a PDF, you have to download it to your phone and open it in your Files app. Sorry, Android users, I don't know where your files download to, because I'm not a nerd. This is going to be mostly for iPhone users, but Android users, you can probably follow along too. Once you find the PDF or the web page that you want to read, you're going to select a bunch of text. So say 3 or 4 paragraphs. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hit speak. This is going to have Siri read you the audiobook.
The Manifesto of the Communist Party was written by Marx.
Okay. It was a joke. Now, something extra cool about doing this is that you can change the voice that reads you the book. All you have to do is go into your phone settings, then tap on accessibility, spoken content, then open up to the voices in your head telling you to hit like on this video and subscribe. Go on, do it.
Do it.
But for real, go ahead and tap the Voices tab. Then from there, you can choose from all sorts of voices and accents to listen to when you use the Speak feature. Like I said earlier though, this is how you do it on iPhone. If you want a video on how to do it on Android, I'll leave that in the comment section below. And while you're down there, go ahead and leave a comment. Even if it's something random like, it helps the YouTube algorithm. Now for the next one, you're probably gonna be kicking yourself for this. But believe it or not, a simple way to get free audiobooks is to just search it on YouTube. Wow! So a little disclaimer here, YouTube has lots of free audiobooks, but not all audiobooks are on YouTube. So if you're not finding the exact book that you want, or the book you're looking for is too niche, like Bill Gates' Hard Drive, it might not be on YouTube, but it's worth a quick check. Since I'm mostly a finance-only YouTube channel, there are a few books I highly suggest checking out. Most, if not all of them, you can find for free using the previously mentioned methods. And if you want a few more simpler, easier methods, I recommend watching my previous video on how to get audiobooks for free. Here are a few books I highly suggest checking out. These books have helped me wrap my mind around how I can overhaul my personal finances, as well as starting new businesses. The first one is an old but very relevant book called My Struggle. It tells a story of a man struggling during a time of great economic strife. No, wait, that was a joke.
That's when I say something I don't really mean for comic effect, and you as an audience, you laugh at the wrong thing because you know what the right thing is.
Okay. Now the first book is called Loopholes in Real Estate by Grant Sutton and Robert Kiyosaki. This book shows you how rich people have used tax and legal strategies to buy and make money off real estate investments for generations. Loopholes in Real Estate is written in a way that's easy to understand and shows how to use tax loopholes to your advantage, legally, to protect yourself and help you achieve financial freedom. When you learn the ins and outs of real estate investing, you'll quickly realize that as long as your property is cash flow positive, you can weather any financial downturn. The best part of the book is that it explains everything in layman's terms, telling you stories and examples of how different strategies of the rich work. And it shows you how you can start the process of real estate investing without having to have a small loan of $1 million. The next book that I recommend is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It goes over numerous principles showing you how you can become a more likable person. Not gonna lie, some of you could really use this. It's a joke. It shows you how to handle relationships well, win over other people, and help them change their behavior without being intrusive. This book has undoubtedly shaped behavioral psychology as we know it, causing whoever you talk to uncontrollably smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As you read story after story on how to be liked by others, get them to do favors for you, and even influence them to change their behavior, not in a manipulative way, more like how to be seen in other people's eyes as a good person kind of way. The core idea is that you can change how other people act towards you, simply by changing your own behavior. It teaches you the principles to better understand all people, become a more likable person, improve relationships, win others over, and influence their behavior through leadership. I also recommend it for parents. It shows great ways to get through to your kids so that they can better understand you when you're talking to them. Long story short, it's a great book if you have social problems like me. Now, the next book I recommend is the book on property investing by Brandon Turner. It has a lot of good info for learning how you can flip, renovate, and rent houses. He goes into detail explaining all the steps and even some problems that you might encounter while flipping real estate. Brandon literally educates you on nearly every aspect of being a real estate investor. Almost every real estate question I could possibly think of was answered in this book alone. This book is a great place to start if you are ever considering owning or renting real estate in the future. Now, before I get to the last one, here are a few honorable mentions. ABCs of Real Estate Investing by Ken McElroy. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Tax-Free Wealth by Tom Wheelwright. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Costanza. I think it's not that, isn't it? I don't know how to pronounce it. And last but not least, smash that like button by the YouTube algorithm. Honestly, that one's my favorite. All right, so the last book I recommend on the list is 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. It shows you the principles you need to use to take massive action, allowing you to break through business cliches and that nasty habit of risk aversion, all while taking concrete steps to reach your goals. It also demonstrates how people get stuck within the first 3 steps they take, how to avoid that, and how to move into making the 10X Rule into a discipline. You'll find out exactly where you need to start, what you need to do, and how to follow up each action you take to achieve massive action results. Instead of behaving like everyone else and settling for average results, it encourages you to take massive action using the 10X Rule, removing luck and chance from your business equation and unlocking massive success. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment, even if it's something random, in the comment section below. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Let me know what videos you want to see in the future. I read all your comments. And if you enjoy these types of videos, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.